Brodes Media.
No drama tonight, and that's the way I needed it. That's the way I was asking for it. I could not mess around with any BS tonight. I'm not in the mood to sit here and scream. I'm not in the mood to be agitated. I just wanted to have my 3 TV set up in the man cave. I wanted to watch some playoff hockey. I wanted to watch Christopher Sanchez. I wanted to see this Phillies team get a good, solid, strong dub. Go to sleep. I got a dentist appointment in the morning, which is never fun. I got a long day ahead of me Thursday. I'm not trying to play games. And to their credit, they gave me what I needed badly. Every single time the Nationals creeped in just a hair, here's Bryson Stott knocking in JT Realmuto. And then here's Nick Castellanos driving in Bryce Harper. Then you got the extra added insurance from Kepler, smoking it to right field. JT let one rip as well, which was nice to see. I thought he had a sneaky, nasty game behind the dish with how many pitches were in the dirt by Christopher Sanchez. He just nonchalantly moves his body, gets the scoop, whatever it is, and it's a sick play. But he did it so laissez-faire that, there's JT being JT. What? What? I loved watching that game from him today behind the dish. But it all started really with Kyle Schwarber. First inning, the first time getting to attack. It was about 10 pitches or so for Sanchez to get out of the top of the first. So you're moving with some life. You're moving with some energy at the ballpark. He one-handed flicked his wrist, and that ball was smoked. How the hell do you barrel up a baseball that intensely by barely doing anything? He didn't even move his hand. He had the power. Just poked. That was a half-ass poke job. That thing hit the middle layer there of the board, no? Did they have like a visual board that was sort of second level-ish? Didn't it smack off that, or am I drunk? There is a possibility I missaw it. But I don't think I did. Regardless, impressive either way. And that's the way I need you to start when yesterday was as sad and pathetic as it was. And Rob acknowledged it when he was in the dugout today, speaking with the media. We got away with one. We escaped one. We did not deserve to win that game. Huh? Is that Rob Thompson showing his version of accountability, whereas strong teams find ways to win, and that's what's so incredible about this team? And he may have said that on the post-game show right after the game was over. I don't know. I didn't listen to the full thing. I was sitting here doing this with you. But I like the day after. Come on, man. I mean, Alec Boehm was thrown out by a million steps if they could just apply the tag. Rob didn't say that verbatim. I'm just looking at it with my view and my perspective on it. I didn't know if I thought like that would be a quote that he stated if I woke up in the morning and was getting ready for game 2 of this series. Hey, game 3, by the way, Taiwan. How we feeling about Taiwan with a sweep? I think he's going to pitch well. I do. I think he's going to pitch well. Is it going to be more than 3 innings pitched? 90? Of course it is. Of course it is. We'll see 5 and maybe 1 earned run. This Nationals team is a joke. Doesn't it look like when you watch them that 3 or 4 of their hitters swing to the point where their bodies twerk the wrong way and the bat's coming up the shoulder for the backswing while the front foot is up in the air and out, and they're dancing in the middle of their swing. Their body's all crazy and wacky. Or am I the only one that felt that way through the first 2 games? That there's 2 or 3 guys, specifically when Alvarado was in the game and he had that ridiculous, crazy 8th inning. guys, they're not good. Taiwan's going to have a gem. Christopher Sanchez, the forearm injury. Yeah, I'm a little surprised that he's pitching already, and it's a pleasant surprise. I'm thrilled that it wasn't as bad as I thought initially because I was already in the mindset of Tommy John. Just because forearm starting pitching, that scares the living hell out of me, and that's the way it normally goes. And I still have some concern that he's not as healthy as they're leading us on to believe, but at the same point, they are very protective of their players, and they wouldn't just have him on the mound if there was a fear of Tommy John and it was hanging on by a thread. They clearly got images, and they felt very good about the images and what the doctors were saying, or else Rob Thompson would never in a billion years just throw Christopher Sanchez out there to the wolves to injure himself and, to ruin what could be a very strong career. So then I guess it really isn't that bad, even if I don't think he's as healthy as they say he is. None of this makes sense. Thank you for being here. He went 5 innings, 2 earned runs, 3 walk batters in 87 pitches. He was battling, but I always love the fact that when somebody has a day where he isn't A+, he still manages to stay within. He still manages to keep this team involved, and he'll get out of the jams. Double play balls are almost automatic with this guy. That's why the defense, truth be told, really does make me nauseous, because I don't know if I can rely on some of our ground ball pitching when we have the issues that we do. And that's fair criticism. I don't think that's ridiculous. I don't think that's me just pointing out I don't like one specific guy. But the truth is, when you need a big double play, when guys are pitching for contact, you got to make it happen. But Sanchez, he gets those hitters to ground out all the time. First and second, 1 out, a bad walk, a single happens. Ground ball to the left side, 2 pitches into the AB, bing, bang, boom, you clean it up. Now you're back in the dugout, and you're getting through another inning or 2. Crazy. Did I mention Trey's 2 throws to first base? I don't know if I did or didn't. If I didn't, how about those 2 throws to first base? If I did, those 2 throws to first base. I'm sorry. I'm better than this. I apologize. Let's look at something that is very exciting, and that's Bryson Stott. I am actually in love with this version of Bryson Stott. And by the way, he shows up to the ballpark after getting stepped on at home plate. Here he is getting on base. First AB of the game when your team has a chance to bat. I didn't know if he was ready for leadoff like this. Either one of 2 things. One, he's just doing his thing and just showing up to the park and doing his thing, not overcomplicating it. Or he was a little disappointed when all the Kyle Schwarber leadoff stuff was happening, all that conversation, sports talk media say, hey, maybe an 8th. 9th, 7th, maybe not 9th with some of the other guys that were on the roster, but maybe he's a 7th, 8th guys. Just there to help flip the lineup over and put together a hard-nosed AB. Did he use that debate to piss him off so much that he knew when he had this moment, he's going to fucking crush it. He's going to fucking kill it. Did he go all about his business like that? Which would make me fall in love with this Bryson Stott version 50,000 times even more, because I just think that's sick. But I'm curious deep down if he can be open to all of us and tell the fans, yeah, you know what? I am so much better than what some are saying. Last year is such an anomaly. Last year was such not who I am. Wait till you see this. Come on, man. I got the goosebumps. I got the goosebumps. Now, that's something that's giving me some passion about this team with light at the end of the tunnel. That's something I could bite into. That's something I could chew on. It's been hard for me to find that, but I'm trying. You may say that I'm a bastard that's super negative with this group and I'm unfair to certain players and this and that, but don't you dare question my ability to open up and give it all I got. I give it all I got when it comes to trying to love a team and finding the joy in the team. I do. I get this way when I lose my mind and I start losing a lot because I consume some of the crap that I consume on a day-to-day basis.